Jadi ada 60 negara yang sudah menyelenggarakan RAM ini, ya, dan Indonesia adalah negara pertama di ASEAN gitu yang menyelesaikan soal RAM ini. Bagi kita ini sebuah pencapaian yang baik, ya, dan menyemangati kita untuk bisa membuat satu landscape pengembangan AI di Indonesia dengan lebih komprehensif.
Today, we delve into a topic of paramount importance to our interconnected world: the governance of artificial intelligence. AI is rapidly reshaping industries, societies, and daily lives. In Southeast Asia, it promises immense economic growth, potentially adding over $1 trillion to the region's GDP by 2030 through increased productivity and improved public services. Yet, this transformative power comes with significant challenges. Ethical dilemmas like bias and privacy, the need for transparency, and the imperative to build public trust. Questions are plenty. What principles and frameworks has ASEAN established for ethical AI development? Why has ASEAN adopted a soft law approach to AI governance? And what are its implications for innovation? What challenges do Southeast Asian nations face in implementing effective AI governance given their diverse digital landscapes? What unique opportunities exist for ASEAN to leverage AI for regional development and contribute to global AI norms? How will the rapid rise of generative AI continue to shape governance frameworks, and what is ASEAN doing to address these new complexities? In this episode, we aim to understand ASEAN's delicate balance, fostering AI-driven growth while ensuring these powerful technologies serve humanity ethically and responsibly. This is Think Tank, with me, Shafiah Muhibat. Artificial intelligence stands as the defining technology of our era, fundamentally reshaping the global economy, industries, and human interaction at an unprecedented pace. Across the world, AI is projected to add trillions of dollars to global GDP, driven by immense productivity gains, enhanced operational efficiencies, and entirely new avenues for innovation. Its applications are pervasive, spanning everything from powering medical diagnosis and drug discovery in healthcare to optimizing complex supply chains, personalizing financial services, and enhancing public safety and smart city management. AI's remarkable capacity to analyze vast data sets, learn from patterns, and make informed decisions autonomously is unlocking previously unimaginable opportunities, solving complex problems, and propelling us into a future where efficiency and insights reach new heights. This global phenomenon finds a particularly fertile and dynamic ground in Southeast Asia, where a dramatic acceleration in AI adoption is positioning the region as a key player in the global AI landscape. With its digitally native and tech-savvy population, Southeast Asia readily embraces AI-powered solutions. Businesses across the bloc are rapidly integrating AI into their core operations, transforming how they make decisions, serve customers, and plan for the future. For instance, AI-powered recommendation engines are significantly boosting conversion rates in retail and e-commerce, while predictive analytics are streamlining logistics and optimizing supply chains. In public services, AI is being actively explored for diverse applications, from improving clinical diagnosis and detecting scams to optimizing urban management and enhancing tax compliance.
ASEAN countries actually very diverse. If you see like Singapore, maybe like Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, they are very advanced in terms of that. But you must imagine ASEAN is not only that one, but it's also like Myanmar, there will be Cambodia, and there will be like Laos, and then it's like very diverse. But some of this country actually very accept it very fast, especially for the society, young generations, young citizens, and then a lot of consumers like Indonesia. It's like the very potential all over the world. Also like looking up Indonesia as part of one of big market on the AI world.
The rapid rise of AI use in Southeast Asia is underscored by several clear trends. The region has seen an accelerated adoption rate, with over 62% of businesses reportedly using AI in their core operations, indicating a shift from experimental to essential integration. This is contributing to a projected economic uplift, with AI expected to add nearly $1 trillion to Southeast Asia's GDP by 2030, representing a potential 13% increase driven by efficiency gains, personalized services, and productivity boost across sectors like banking, retail, manufacturing, and healthcare. Correspondingly, investment in Southeast Asia's AI sector has surged, attracting substantial foreign direct investment into AI-ready data centers and cloud infrastructure, particularly noticeable in hubs like Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. This capital injection is crucial for scaling AI prototypes into viable, widespread solutions. Furthermore, the region is actively cultivating its talent pool, with significant efforts and pledges to train millions in essential digital and AI skills by 2030, recognizing the critical demand for specialized expertise. The momentum around generative AI is particularly strong, with high adoption rates among both students and employees, who report significant time savings and increased job satisfaction from AI's ability to automate tasks and foster new ideas.
And the economic potential is indeed huge, as we also aware about this. And one of area studies estimates that Gen AI use cases alone could add around 120 billion US dollars a year in the value sector in ASEAN, mostly in manufacturing, trade, and financial services. Of course, there is the potential, and it means there's still a lot to do to realize it, like more investment, better infrastructure indeed, and stronger talent pipelines. And what I want to also stress here is that the importance of AI is not only economic, it's also about social transformations, such as improving healthcare, making public services more efficient, and helping small businesses to compete regionally. And that's really the dual promise between economic growth and inclusive benefit that we have to highlight here. And ASEAN is already moving in that direction thanks to ASEAN leaders because in its long-term vision, such as the ASEAN Community Vision 2045, digitalization and AI are recognized as important drivers of ASEAN's shared future by building a trusted, inclusive digital community where innovation works for everyone.
This pervasive digitalization and enthusiastic embrace of AI underscore why effective governance is not merely an option for Southeast Asia, but an absolute necessity. The region stands at a critical juncture, poised to harness AI's transformative power, but equally aware of the imperative to navigate its complexities responsibly to ensure inclusive, ethical, and sustainable growth for all its citizens. Recognizing the dual nature of AI, its promise and its peril, ASEAN has embarked on a deliberate journey to establish a common understanding and shared principles for its ethical and responsible development and deployment. The cornerstone of this effort is the ASEAN Guide on AI Governance and Ethics, often referred to as the ASEAN AI Guide. First endorsed in February 2024, the ASEAN AI Guide is a landmark regional document. Its primary purpose is to establish common principles and recommend best practices for implementing trustworthy AI within ASEAN. Unlike some more prescriptive regulatory approaches seen globally, ASEAN has consciously adopted a soft law approach. This means the guide is voluntary and non-binding, prioritizing an environment that fosters innovation and business growth rather than stifling it with overly restrictive regulations at this early stage of AI adoption. The guide is built upon 7 guiding principles designed to ensure trust in AI and promote the ethical design, development, and deployment of AI systems. These principles include transparency and explainability, fairness and equity, security and safety, robustness and reliability, human centricity, privacy and data governance, and accountability and integrity. In a significant update, ASEAN released the expanded ASEAN Guide on AI Governance and Ethics Generative AI in January 2025. This crucial supplement directly addresses the unique opportunities and heightened risk posed by generative AI technologies, such as large language models. The expanded guide offers specific policy recommendations for policymakers, focusing on promoting accountability, enhancing data governance, managing content provenance, and encouraging the responsible use of generative AI for public good initiatives.
One or two of the most important milestones are the ASEAN Guide on AI Governance and Ethics, and ASEAN has also released its expanded version focusing on Gen AI. They both respectively endorsed in 2024 and 2025, and what I appreciate about the guides, it is practical, principle-based approach because it helps organizations across ASEAN to design, to develop, and to deploy AI responsibly, and it also emphasizes human oversight and ecosystem collaborations. Of course, one of question is how to make the principles actionable here. And the guide's voluntary nature for me is both a strength and could be a challenge because it gives flexibility and room for innovations. But implementation requires better capacity, especially for MSMEs, and many firms may also face constraints in financing to develop their human capital, uh, such as the technical know-how to adopt responsible AI frameworks. And from there, that's why capacity building here is necessary. And the next step for ASEAN is to pair governance with support mechanisms that they can consider here. For example, a shared regional resources, training programs, or compliance toolkits to make ethical AI more accessible.
These focused AI governance efforts are not standalone initiatives. They are deeply integrated into the broader ASEAN Digital Master Plan 2025. This master plan outlines the region's overarching vision for a secure, inclusive, and transformative digital ecosystem. Under the ADM 2025, ASEAN member states are committed to widespread AI adoption, emphasizing the enhancement of digital infrastructure, the development of relevant regulations and standards, the promotion of AI research and innovation, and the crucial building of AI workforce capabilities. The ASEAN Committee on Science, Technology, and Innovation and the Specialized Working Group on AI Governance play vital roles in translating this strategic trust into concrete actions and fostering regional collaboration.
From the document itself, I can see like it's very comprehensive, but it's also voluntarily. It's fit with the ASEAN countries that I had seen before, that it's very diverse in terms of the adoptions, in terms of the infrastructure, the readiness of every country has been different, but it also have something that's also a weakness within this, because when everything is voluntarily, we don't know how far the country will adopt that one, how we can make interoperability between the countries. That's the most important thing. Even if every country have different voluntarily adopt that ethical guides, but it must be interoperable. So there is like a minimum standard between the countries. So it's make ASEAN really a strong community and a strong region. If not, it's still just only a framework, a good in the paper, but we never do it like it's become our daily life, like difference like what happened in European Union, for example.
Furthermore, ASEAN proactively seeks to align its AI governance frameworks with established global best practices and international standards. By referencing principles and guidelines from organizations such as UNESCO's recommendation on the ethics of AI, the OECD AI principles, and the G20 AI principles, ASEAN aims to promote consistency, interoperability, and contribute meaningfully to a more harmonized global approach to AI governance. This strategic alignment allows ASEAN to learn from global experiences while simultaneously tailoring solutions to its unique regional context, fostering an environment where AI can thrive responsibly. Despite ASEAN's proactive steps in AI governance, the path ahead is complex, presenting both significant challenges and compelling opportunities. A primary challenge lies in the digital divide and uneven development among member states. Varying digital infrastructure, literacy, and AI capabilities across the region complicate equitable access and uniform adoption of guidelines. This means some nations are digitally advanced, while others are still building foundational connectivity. Data governance and infrastructure also pose considerable hurdles, with fragmented datasets and a lack of harmonized cross-border data flow regulations impeding seamless AI development. Furthermore, a persistent talent gap means the region often lacks sufficient skilled AI professionals.
I see the challenges are scale and inclusion. On one hand, the region must accelerate AI adoption and development in strategic sectors like healthcare, education, and smart manufacturing. On the other, it must also ensure that these advancements can reach all communities and economies. Yes, there are some challenges too. Differences in skills, infrastructure, and financing remain. Digital talent, so for instance, there are still shortages, and then data infrastructure gaps and access to affordable capital can slow scaling. But ASEAN's strength lies in its ability to collaborate regionally and with its daily partners. They can do it by pooling expertise, sharing resources, and again, creating mechanisms that help smaller players to catch up.
Adding to this complexity is regulatory fragmentation. Despite regional harmonization efforts, individual member states are developing their own national AI strategies, potentially creating a complex compliance landscape for regional businesses. The rapid evolution of AI itself also makes it challenging for traditional frameworks to keep pace. Moreover, fundamental ethical concerns and the building of public trust are paramount, addressing issues like algorithmic bias, accountability, and the need for transparency to ensure public acceptance. Despite these hurdles, the opportunities for ASEAN through a collective approach are profound. Regional collaboration is the most powerful tool, facilitating best practice sharing, capacity building, and interoperable frameworks, thereby fostering a more cohesive digital economy. Regulatory sandboxes and pilot programs can test innovations under oversight, with successful models potentially scaling regionally.
The challenges right now, I think it's more than internally, because I think like ASEAN is look like formally they are friends, but in the same time they are competitors in terms mostly for the investment opportunity. That's something that's why I see Indonesia right now more closely working together with Brazil, for example, with the South Africa, even with the India to develop about the AI. It means like they know that okay, we are like have some kind of agreement with Singapore, with Malaysia, and everything, but at the same time they do competing to each other. That's why they diversify their own leverage with other countries and other regions, because they have not a lot of overlapping interests on that area.
Crucially, AI offers immense potential for the public good in Southeast Asia, leveraging its power to address pressing regional challenges in healthcare, education, disaster management, and food security. A clear, consistent governance framework can significantly foster public confidence and encourage investment. Looking ahead, a key question for ASEAN is whether it will achieve greater regulatory harmonization or if national differences will persist. The relentless pace of generative AI's advancement will undoubtedly continue to challenge and shape existing governance, requiring constant adaptation. Building and maintaining public trust will remain paramount through continuous public education and engagement. The ongoing tension between encouraging AI innovation and implementing robust safeguards will define the region's approach.
I think the approach of ASEAN with the soft law is very, very right in the time of this kind of very fast technology changing. And then the opportunities for ASEAN is how they can balance it, balance the geopolitical, and second one, balance it in terms of how they can consolidate together, how to see what I call it that ASEAN don't have right now is imagining threat or imagining countries that we can make them to be one. Right now they are like, oh, we are friends, but we are competing to each other. But I think this AI technology can make them stick together. They know that we have a very common things. We don't want to be just only a market for this AI. We must have to do something. We have a big market, and we must know the dynamic of this technology, because it can have a lot of opportunity, but it also will bring a lot of challenge from the ASEAN.
When we look at generative AI and even newer developments like agentic AI, the governance questions become more complex. It's not just technical, it's also about how we want AI to serve people. Issues like intellectual property, misinformation, and human-machine collaboration are things we will all need to navigate together. And that's where ASEAN's approach can presence as an inclusive and collaborative. ASEAN can contribute to its values of inclusiveness, sustainability, and shared growth to global AI discussions. And I think that's where the opportunity lies for ASEAN not only to keep pace with global trends, but to also help shape them. And with more cooperation in research, talent development, and policy coordination, ASEAN can also strengthen its voice in the digital AI dialogue.
In sum, Southeast Asia's enthusiastic embrace of AI places it at the forefront of the global digital revolution, promising immense economic and social benefits. ASEAN's deliberate, principle-based approach to AI governance, characterized by its flexible frameworks and commitment to continuous adaptation, reflects a mature understanding of AI's dual nature. By building consensus, fostering regional collaboration, and aligning with international best practices, ASEAN is not just preparing its member states for AI future, it's actively shaping a model where innovation and ethical responsibility advance hand in hand, ensuring AI truly serves the prosperity and well-being of all in the region. Thank you for watching. Until next time.